Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful and most gracious. Rabbi Zidni ilma. Oh Allah, advance me in the knowledge. Ameen. Journey from magnetism to electricity and Faraday's laws is the topic of our this discussion. Or simply we can say the conversion from magnetic force to electromotive force. Our this discussion will be consist on two parts. This is its part one. Let's start. Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Ghayas Jilani and we are talking about the basic principle of electricity generation. This is model of EMF generator designed by Michael Faraday. Copper disc, its rotating handle, horseshoe magnet, output terminals. This disc was rotated clockwise and anti-clockwise through this handle within this magnetic field, and output was measured at these 2 points. So what the conclusion is? Magnetic field and conductor are its fundamental components. One of them is need to rotate while the other one is in stationary condition to produce electric power or electromotive force. Now see its animation. In our animation, conductor is stationary and magnetic field is in motion or moving condition. Output will be measured at these two terminals. When this magnetic field moves to and fro, the voltage will induce accordingly in positive and negative direction. So this is the basic concept of our discussion, its components and their properties. Now we look the practical application and relevant topics. This is the cross-section view of a simple generator. Armature, the moving part, magnetic poles, carbon brushes, commutator with output terminals. To rotate the armature of any generator, we need mechanical force, which may be a wind turbine fan, engine of any type, steam turbine, etc. What is the source of this information? Physics is the source of this information. So what we extract from the physics? Magnetism and history, magnetic permeability, reluctance and poles, electromagnetism, and finally Faraday's laws and electricity. Practical demonstration of all these components and topics will be the part of our discussion. This is the stuff being used for practical applications of Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction and its basic components. Different type of magnet and materials, arrangement for electromagnet, galvanometer, EMF generator and different coils, iron powder, etc. Magnetism and electricity in relation with electromagnet or a permanent magnet. Magnetism is a branch of physics that deals with the interaction among the magnetism and electricity, and this is the discovery of Faraday. Before understanding the electric generation, we discuss the magnet and magnetism. So we will see the magnetic properties and what happened when current passing through a conductor. Why it is called magnet? A brief history. Early days people known about the magnetism from lodestone, natural magnets. The word magnet was adopted in English from Latin word magnetum. The earliest known available history of the magnet or its properties around 2500 years old, available from Greece, China and India. Magnetic materials. Materials those can be magnetized and are strongly attracted to a magnet are called ferromagnetic. What common material? Most common materials are iron, nickel, cobalt, their alloys, and natural magnets like lodestone, etc. Some examples of ferromagnetic materials: lodestone, cobalt, nickel, iron, their raw and finished products. So these are few examples. group of physical characteristics that are formed by magnetic field is the magnetism. Electric currents and magnetic properties of basic particles of ferromagnetic materials, which we discussed, develop the magnetic field, which acts on other currents and magnetic conditions, and this is a very useful energy. So, how the magnetic field develops? If we look a microscopic view of a ferromagnetic material, each particle has the characteristics of an individual magnet, but in haphazard and disorganized way. Once the material gone through magnetizing process, their particles are come in discipline and organized, and each particle become a complete magnet, and their opposite poles are come across each other naturally and make a magnetic field and other characteristics depending on the type of material. Magnetism and magnetic properties are very much dependent on magnetic permeability and reluctance. And what it is? Magnetic permeability is the measure of magnetization that a material obtains in response to an applied magnetic field, and it is represented by Greek letter mu. It is measured Henry per meter or Newton per ampere square. Its reciprocal is relativity or reluctance, which is represented by cursive capital R. If we take two magnets of the same size but different characteristics, this has more permeability, which creates more lines of force and field area compared to this one, the lesser one. What is magnetic field? We know that magnet produces magnetic field which is invisible but is responsible for the most well-known property of a magnet, that is the force that pulls other ferromagnetic materials such as iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. And if two magnets are placed together, their opposite poles attract while the similar pole repel to each other. Practical application of attraction and repulsion. We take two magnets and hold their opposite pole together. Let them move freely and see what is happening. See, opposite pole attract while the similar pole repelled each other. In electromagnetism, the term magnetic field is used for two distinct but closely related vectors. Two vectors. One is magnetic force, the other one is the flux, denoted by H and B. The magnetic force H on x-axis, while the B flux density is on y-axis. But it is not as simple as explained here or seen here. It creates a typical loop known as the hysteresis loop. And please keep in mind that we are discussing here only basic things. This loop has two quadrants, negative and positive, both for flux and force. First, look the coercivity. This is the measure of applied force that either magnetizes or demagnetizes the material. Retentivity, how much magnetic properties are being retained and what is the saturation level of those properties. And all these properties will depend on the magnetic permeability. So therefore, the selection of the material is important in magnetic properties. Now, some more details about magnetic field and flux. The magnetic field and strength of it, H, is generated around electric currents and also originates from the poles of the magnets. The SI unit of it is ampere per meter. If we look a conductor, when the current passes through it, magnetic field generates in its around, which is 90 degree apart from the current path. So like this, if this is the current path, then the magnetic field will be 90 degree apart from the current path. Now the flux. Magnetic flux is defined as the number of magnetic field lines passing through that closed surface area. Also, it is the total measurement and lines of magnetic field passing through that particular area, and its symbol is phi or phi b. See the example of field and flux. We take two magnets of same size but of different ferromagnetic material characteristics. This is high permeability material, this is low permeability material. Larger magnetic flux and more flux density, while this is smaller magnetic field and low flux density. So this field and flux is more dependent on the material characteristics. Now here is the demo of magnetic field and flux pattern in actual. Magnet to be used for this demo: iron powder, which is poured around the magnet, and powder is attracted in the field area according to its flux density. Magnet is being kept under this plastic sheet and powder is poured and evenly distributed. Maximum pole strength is seen at pole ends. Lines of forces are emerging from one pole, entering into other pole. This is the field area. Lines of forces according to the flux density. Hope that this justified the theory. In view of our discussion till now, we looked the magnetic field strength, flux density and their units. As we know that each magnet has two poles, north and south. And these are the points where their magnetic properties are maximum. This is the field area or strength, and this is the flux, I mean number of lines of magnetic forces. Magnetic field strength and magnetic flux density are directly related to each other. That can be represented at B is equal to mu H, where mu is the magnetic permeability, and we have already explained that greater the permeability will be more the field strength, and eventually more will be the flux. Magnetic field strength unit already explained is ampere per meter in SI system of units. The other one is Weber. In physics, the Weber is the unit of magnetic flux in the International System of Units. And what it is? A change in flux of 1 Weber per second will induce an electromotive force of 1 volt at these open terminals. What it is? If the magnetic flux of this magnet will induce 1 volt in 1 turn of coil in 1 second is 1 Weber. Let's see its animation. So here, movement of the flux 1 volt 1 second is the 1 Weber, and 1 Weber is equal to 1 volt into 1 second. In this session, we have discussed magnetism, magnetic permeability, reluctance, and poles with their important basic characteristics and practical applications where necessary. At this stage, we have concluded this discussion, and our next session will be consist on electromagnetism, Faraday's laws and electricity with practical demonstration using these gadgets. So hope that you enjoyed this session, and please keep in touch for our next video, which will be more informative and more interactive. Thanks for watching.
Smart Pakistan Facility Solutions is the source of information for the technical, educational and facility management system videos. Please subscribe this channel and like our videos. Your support will be highly appreciated. Our social media contacts, website, email, Facebook and LinkedIn page.